Are you a small businesswoman? Listen up if you are. Are you a small businesswoman who is very good at what you do, who has been in business for over 5 years? Perhaps you are, perhaps you are a speaker, an author, a coach, or perhaps you are a licensed clinical psychologist or licensed social worker. If that is you, then I have an invitation for you. I am doing a research study for both my upcoming book as well as my PhD research study, and I am looking for women who are small business women who've been in business for at least 5 years between the ages of 45 and 65 who would like to be part of my research study. So, what the research study would look at is how you grow your business, how you grow your business from within financially. In other words, I'm looking for women who perhaps in the past have had financial trauma. If you've had financial trauma, or perhaps in the past you've had some type of financial anxiety or financial stress because maybe you did experience financial trauma when you were a child, or perhaps during the pandemic. Maybe during the pandemic, like I've worked with many professional speakers who were getting paid before the pandemic, five to $100,000 per keynote, and all of a sudden everything changed, and you had to switch for a while during the pandemic, and so you may have suffer some type of financial trauma because maybe you lost business or you lost your business or you lost your home. And it took you a while to adjust to maybe selling something else instead of selling your speaking services. So we have an online financial trauma self-assessment that you can enjoy and look for yourself to see if you have financial trauma. And you can check that out by visiting evds.com. And in one of the tabs on the top, it says free resources. So when you see the name free, the label free, you're going to click there and look for financial trauma self-assessment. You're going to take that quiz. And then once you take that quiz, if you discover that, yes, this may be you and you need some help with healing your own financial trauma, then go to back to evds.com and apply for my scholarship. Now, I have a scholarship for qualified women, and you can read the frequently asked questions under that page where you will see who are the qualified women for this research study, and you'll receive a $1,000 scholarship to participate in one of my signature programs. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask right on the page, because right on the page, you can leave a voice message by going to the right-hand side, and that's where you will see that I have a button that says voicemail me now, and you can voicemail me. If you have any questions, leave me a voicemail. And if you believe that you might have financial trauma or financial anxiety that is preventing you perhaps from asking for the money that you deserve, like for example, I have had many clients on my paid, fully paid program where psychologists are charging very little or are making very little because the insurance pays them very little and they want to have their own private practice, but they don't know how to have a successful practice, cash-based practice. I've also had course creators, for example, who've written wonderful courses, and yet they don't know how to ask for the amount of money they feel that they are worthy and deserving of. So what I do is I created this method, which now through my research study for my PhD and my book, I understand that it has similarities to some proven methodologies in both psychology and neuroscience. And I've also seen studies by researchers in both psychology and neuroscience that seem very similar to my method. And so I am doing my own research study on my own method to help you to regulate your own nervous system so that you can begin asking for, receiving the compensation, the income, the money, the value that you believe inside of you, you are worthy and deserving of. So if you are curious, the best thing to do, as I said, make sure you head on to evds.com and check out the free button to check, if you like, to see if you have financial trauma. And you can also, as I said, look further down in the page to see if you like to go ahead and apply for my research study. And it could be anonymous, so you do not have to share, or I do not have to share your name or any of your information, as well as if you want to be part of either the book or the research study, I could, and we'll talk about those details when we get together. But for now, I just want to ask you to go and check it out. That way, you can take advantage of my program for helping you to heal financial trauma and to help you become more financially successful in your business. So please go ahead and check it out. And I look forward to hearing from you. For now, I'm Evie Diaz of evds.com, financial empowerment speaker. And I look forward to really getting to know you and hopefully getting you inside this program and having you be a success story in my book and in my PhD dissertation. I thank you very much for watching. If you like to hear, listen, and understand more about financial trauma, perhaps money manifesting, and feel encouraged and empowered to really manifest or ask for what you are worthy and deserving of, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our school moneymanifestingwomen.com community. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you watch the live or the replay, I appreciate you, and I see